Ladies and gentlemen, gather round. Tonight's story takes us to Chesapeake, Virginia, home of Cork and Bull Chop House, fine dining, elegant ambiance, and apparently the worst case of wrong group, wrong time that you could possibly ever imagine. So picture this. I just want you to just close your eyes and picture this, okay? 9 women dressed to the nines, right? Looking real good, real fine, showing up for a peaceful Friendsgiving dinner, right? Very innocent. They came to laugh. They came to bond, to sip a little something, something, maybe take some cute group pictures and talk about who's bringing what to Thanksgiving dinner. Very wholesome night. Now, somewhere across the restaurant, 2 other women who have absolutely zero relationship, zero connection, zero table proximity, decide to throw hands. And not just a little, oh girl, calm down. No, a full fight, like a fist fight, like fisticuffs inside of a steakhouse. Over what? Who knows? Maybe somebody ordered the last porterhouse. You know, maybe somebody claimed Beyonce can't sing. Maybe somebody said, you know, I like my steak rare. We'll never fucking know.
Somebody break it up.
This is sad, y'all.
Please stop. Watch out for them.
Please stop. Please stop. Sad, y'all. Please stop.
Mike, go get someone please. Maybe don't do it.
Stop. Please stop. Are they drunk?
I don't know if they're drunk, but here's what I do know. That is a damn shame right there. Very embarrassing. Like homegirl said in the video. I mean, no class, no nothing. Okay. As a matter of fact, no clothes, because one of them was just bare ass, just bare booty cheeks out. I don't even know how that's even possible. But mind you, everything else is clothed. She got the boots on. She got a top on, you know, a jacket on, everything except pants. I don't understand how that works, but it is what it is, okay? But after the chaos, after the chair stopped shaking and the wig stopped shifting, the 2 fighters did what fighters do. They left, okay? They got the fuck out of there before the police arrive, before the situation gets handled. And this is where the Cork and Bull Chop House turned into the Cork and Bullseye. This is where they fucked up, because apparently the staff decided someone needed to be punished. So they chose, drum roll please, wait for it, the 9 black women who didn't even move from their table. Make it make sense.
Now, a place in Chesapeake known for fine dining was the backdrop for some rude behavior that got physical. These images of 2 women fighting from earlier this month are making the rounds on social media. But the story is a group of 9 other women who say they were kicked out of the restaurant in what they call an act of discrimination.
That fight happened inside of Cork and Bull Chop House. After things settled down, a group of other women who were not involved in the fight were told they had to leave the establishment, a statement they feel was made based on the color of their skin. What was supposed to be a night of fellowship for this group of women
Turned into a night of hurt, embarrassment, and pure humiliation.
The 9 women had chosen to have a Friendsgiving dinner at Cork and Bull.
We only had time to order our drinks, and a fight broke out between 2 African-American women that had nothing to do with us.
Somebody break it up.
This is video of the altercation. The 9 women say it happened between guests at a table that was across the room. The 2 women seen throwing blows ultimately left before authorities arrived. But somehow restaurant staff thought these 9 women who were still inside were somehow involved and told them to leave too.
So I asked why. And he responded saying, because you all like to fight. And they made us leave and get up in front of all the other patrons in the restaurant.
We were really in like a negative spotlight at that moment, and it was all eyes on us. It was very embarrassing.
The 9 ladies are now pursuing legal action. Their lawyer sat down with us.
Just because you have employees that might have made a bad judgment one night, that could turn into 2 nights, 3 nights, 4 nights. It has to stop.
The women say the restaurant staff has not reached out to provide an apology or update.
All 9 of these ladies were treated more harshly than the 2 people who were actually engaged in the misdemeanor action.
Their lawyer says they want accountability and justice.
We can say this is discrimination. We can say this violates the Equal Protection Clause. They have said enough is enough, and we're not going to take it.
Treat your customers with dignity and respect.
We did reach out to the owners of Cork and Bull Chop House as well as the general manager for comment, but we have not heard back.
So the staff approaches this peaceful group who, by the way, are probably still sitting there, like just clutching their pearls, right? And sitting with their menus like, can we go back to ordering our salmon now? And the manager reportedly tells them, you all like to fight. Sir, besides eating your ass whooped for that, that is not customer service. That is not conflict resolution. That isn't even common fucking sense. That is just broad stroke, wide brush, leap of faith, Olympic level stereotyping, bruh. Nobody at that table even stood up. Nobody threw a napkin. Nobody even yelled, "World Star." None of that. But the manager said, I've seen enough. You're the one. Like he was handing out eviction notices in the Hunger Games. Now let's talk about the humiliation, right? Because they did mention that in the video. Imagine being told to get up, collect your purse, grab your shit, and walk out in front of a whole restaurant full of strangers, all staring, all judging, all assuming you do the first, second, and third punch, when in reality, you didn't even get your appetizer yet. Like one of the women said, it was all eyes on us. And it was very embarrassing. And I bet it was. Nothing humbles you quicker than being escorted out of a steakhouse you didn't fight in. Like that's traumatic. And I know that's a word that we just throw out here, 2025, 2026, you know, it's such a buzzword, but that's really traumatic. You know what I'm saying? You'll never look at a charcuterie board the same ever again. Okay. Now here comes lawyer Joyvan Malbon-Griffin. And let me tell you, when someone hires an attorney with a hyphenated last name, oh yeah, nah, it's a wrap. This lawyer sat down with them on camera. Like, we can call it discrimination. We can call it a violation of equal protection. We can call it, we're not doing this no more. You know she means business because she came in speaking in complete legal sentences. Not we're mad, not we want an apology, but the 2 women who fought received less punishment than the 9 who didn't. And that's a fucking bar. How did that even happen? Like we really gotta peel back the layers here. How do the actual fighters get away, but the innocent people, like the innocent ones who didn't do shit, they're the ones that get kicked out like they were running some sort of underground boxing league in the corner? This is discrimination mixed with confusion, wrapped in foolishness, served with a side of stupidity, okay? And guess what the restaurant owners did or said when they asked for comment? Not a fucking thing. Nothing. They went ghost, shh, Casper, silent mode. Not even a Notes app apology. At this point, I'm starting to wonder if the Cork and Bull Chop House even knows how restaurants work. At this point, I'm starting to wonder all of that, because you're supposed to seat customers, feed customers, bill customers, and not accuse them of crimes they didn't commit because somebody else decided to go Mortal Kombat in the fucking dining room. This isn't complicated. Now let's step back and be real for a moment. This isn't just a bad night or some sort of overreaction. This is what happens when bias walks into work with you. When stereotypes get to clock in at 5 p.m., right? And start making decisions. It's dangerous, it's humiliating, and it's not something people should still be dealing with in 2025 in a steakhouse of all places. We can't even enjoy a Friendsgiving dinner. We can't, sip an overpriced cocktail and mind our fucking business without being lumped into a fight we had no business in, a fight we didn't even witness fully. Come on, man. The 9 women said it best. Treat your customers with dignity and respect. It's not hard. It's not revolutionary. It's not complicated, but apparently Cork and Bull needed to hear that. And Cork and Bull is a very, very good name because they are so full of bullshit with this. Now, hopefully this lawsuit teaches them something, because the next time somebody fights in their restaurant, maybe, just maybe, the right people will be asked to leave, and not the folks who simply came for steak, laughter, and a peaceful night with their friends. You know, I just can't really wrap my mind around the fact that the two chicken heads that was in the damn steakhouse that were fighting with their whole asshole out, pussy showing to everybody, ruining everybody's meal, they get to walk scot-free. But the 9 women who were in there, who just so happened to be black, they get escorted out. And the manager said, you know, you all like to fight, so y'all got to get the fuck out of here. What? Sir, I beg your finest pardon, because I'm going to tell you right now, that fight that you saw in here was nothing compared to the amount of damage I'm going to do on your ass, because that's crazy. And I don't really want to advocate for violence. I really don't, but that's crazy. That is crazy. How you going to be a racist ass like that and be running a damn steak shop? You serious? Black people all up and through your store all the time, and this is how you really feel? Got you. But anyway, man, I really had to, to kind of talk about this, man. I thought it was really crazy. I just so happened to see this, across my feed. But, y'all got to let me know what y'all feel about this down below in the comments, man. Also, don't forget to smack a like on the video, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. That way you get updated on all my videos when I drop them. And also, don't forget to join the membership, and don't forget to subscribe for the one time. Peace. Wow.